Hey, it's Trevor Doodles time. I'm Trevor, and I thought today I'd give you a little tour of my house, well, the place where I live, and because I made a little art space for myself that I'm quite proud of, and I wanted to show it off a little bit. And this is the awesome swimming pool in my backyard. Can't wait for summer. It's so fun. It's like summer camp over here because all my friends and stuff come over all summer long. It's so awesome. And it's kind of a gloomy day here in Florida, Jacksonville to be precise. And I'm gonna give you a little tour of the house. So come with me. I'm gonna walk backwards. Walking backwards. Gotta wait for my camera to adjust to the light. Oh, that was pretty quick. It's a good camera. This is the laundry room, as you can see, where we do laundry. The foyer, and into where I make the magic happen with my pencils and my pens. So how about this? Pretty freaking awesome. I love it. Got this little space over here for my desk. Got a nice little backdrop for looking behind me. And I just got this bad boy in the mail from Amazon today. And it was only 13 bucks. And it looks freaking good. Check this out. Boom. A bright, soft light. Lights my face up real good. Look good. And of course, that's where all the magic happens. So, let me sit down. And see? That light, it makes my face look really good. I'm really glad I got it. Sorry it took like a year and a half. But it's here now, so let me put my camera on the little camera stand and let's draw something and talk a little bit. There's the camera stand. Always there right in front of me. Alright, I'm gonna do this for a second. Hold on. Voila. Awesome blossom. I love it. I do like this thing. I'm so glad I got it. And of course, my funky reading glasses that I can't draw without. I really can't. I'm very nearsighted or farsighted, something like paper. I think I can put it real close. You know, I'm that guy now. I'm that guy that pulls out a magnifying glass out of my wallet to look at the menu or figure out like, how much does this receipt say? What does that say? I gotta ask my friends, like, is that an 8 or a 6? What is that? Maybe it's 5. But yeah. So, today, boys and girls, we're going to do our second drawing for my friends Mark and Corey because they are going to embroider it on a shirt. It's going to look amazing. Just gotta pick a really good drawing. So let's start doing that. Let's draw a little bit. So sorry how things got really dark when I brought my camera in my room. Apparently it only adjusts really quickly when it's looking at my face. But then again, doesn't everybody do that? And I've also come to a realization that I talk too fast. Shut up, phone. When I'm making a video, I tend to talk too fast because I get anxious because the camera is looking at me. So I'm trying to calm that down. So I'm talking in my NPR voice today. And this thing that I'm drawing right now, I already hate it. But that's kind of common for me. Like as soon as I start drawing something on a piece of paper, like after like a minute, I always hate it. Like every single drawing I've ever done, I always hate the first part. I think it just looks awful and ugly. I just want to start over again. But I've learned from experience, you don't have to start, just keep going. Eventually something will come out of my brain, make it look kind of cool. And I'm trying to keep in mind that a sewing machine might be making this on a shirt. So no detailed lines, no cross-hatching, no little teeny tiny dots. If I'm gonna make a dot, it has to be really big. And I am right now just realizing that I have left my air purifier on. So you can probably hear a lovely fall to sleep hum in the background. That's my air purifier. I could turn it off, but then it will be inconsistency in the video, and nobody wants that. I'll just throw in some music or something in the background and it'll be fine. Oh Lord, see, I'm still drawing this picture, and I think it looks even worse now. It's so ugly. Oh, it's just so ugly. It doesn't stay that way though. It kind of gets a little bit cooler as I go on. I promise, I swear, believe me, I wouldn't make you watch this if it was crappy. So what's happening with me? Yesterday, I saw a guy spill all his Scrabble letters on the street. So I asked him, "What's the word on the street?" Stupid dad joke. Gotcha. Here's another one for you. It's a little bit funnier. A woman in labor suddenly shouted, "Shouldn't, wouldn't, couldn't, didn't, can't." "Don't worry," said the doctor. "Those are just contractions." Look at that. I like that one. That was nice. I hope you're giggling because they kind of crack me up a little bit. I love good dad jokes. Okay, so back to the drawing. So right about at this point in the drawing, I'm starting to like it. It's starting to come together in my head, and I'm having the actual drawing is giving me ideas of other things to add to it. Pulling from my repertoire of things that I already know how to draw. I'm also trying to keep it super simple because I have no idea how the sewing machine is going to sew this. It's all a big experiment, but lots of fun. So now I'm really starting to enjoy it. It's a nice little drawing. I like it. I'm starting to like it. It's growing on me anyway. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying my new little art space that I created. I feel very tucked in right here. It's very cozy and warm. There's lots of fabrics around me, pillows and blankets and cool, pretty stuff. It's very nice, very enjoyable. Helps me be creative and calm. I gotta calm my voice down when I talk on camera. If I talk too fast. So staying calm. So what else can I talk about that might be of some interest? I got a new stand for my camera that has suction cups on it, so I can like stick it to a window, specifically a car window. Because next month I am planning on going on a trip with a friend of mine, a road trip to Phoenix, Arizona, and we're gonna do a lot of dumb stuff in the car because it's a real boring drive. So I'm gonna record it all. I'm just gonna stick my camera against the window with suction cups and point it at us, and we're gonna do whatever we do in a car for however many hours that's going to be. It's a long ways away. So it should be fun. That'll be a video eventually in the next couple of months. So I'm excited about that. I'm already playing with it in my car. I've made a few recordings that are really good. I mean, the lighting's crappy because I don't have this cool filtered light thing in my car. I have to use sunlight. Ugh, the sunlight just makes everybody look awful. You can totally tell how old I am when I look in the sun. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm enjoying playing with it, and I can't wait to get friends involved with the fun. Now, they don't really like being in front of the camera, just like when I first started, I don't like being in front of the camera. So I'm just gonna leave it there the whole trip, and eventually they'll forget that it's there and just be themselves and have a good time. So that's going to be a fun trip. I can't wait. Oh yeah, I also broke my glasses. That cost me like 250 bucks last year. I sat on them in my car. My really cool blue glasses that everybody's like, "Oh my god, I love your glasses. They're so cool looking. They make you look so good. You look so sophisticated." They're broke. And so I gotta take them back in to get them fixed. God knows how much that costs, because I'm afraid to touch them with super glue with my eyesight. It's like, that would just be awful. I'd glue my finger to the lens or something. So I gotta take them in and get that done. That's gonna be money, money, money that I ain't got so much of right now. Have you ever tried to talk to a camera for 10 minutes straight? It's really not that easy. It's probably the hardest part of making these videos for me, because I can talk to people going on and on and on, but just talking to myself in front of a camera is kind of hard. Now, I have friends that could probably do it better for me, but it wouldn't be me, and that would defeat the purpose. So I got this one friend, Dave Thomas, not Dave Thomas from Wendy's, a completely different Dave Thomas, and he's a talker, and he can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on until you finally tune him out. So now I'll do it myself. I can think of stuff to say, but yeah, trying to talk for 10 minutes is no easy task. This is why I keep hitting the pause button and taking a break so I can go and think of something else to say. Pausing right now. Pause. So I was talking to my roommate, and he suggested try talking about something you're interested in, like some of the YouTube videos that you like to watch. Like, that's a good idea. And there is one specific YouTube channel that I really enjoy watching called Japanimology. And it's all about the culture of Japan. And some of the weird things that go on there in their culture. It's like all of them, they're all the same person. They all like doing the exact same things. One of the things I like to do is cut paper into like interesting designs. And I just had this one woman that I saw in, she came here to Jacksonville to show off her artwork. It's incredibly detailed. And even she told me, it's like, no, everybody in Japan does this. This is no big deal. We just cut paper. We cut things. So, okay, girl. You like to cut things. And what else do they, oh, and they love hanging tiny little objects off of their phones. In the TV show, they're everywhere, walking up and down the street, everybody's got something dangling off their phones, some tiny little trinkets. They even have giant machine places where you just go down hallway after hallway, and they have these like giant gumball machines that all pop out little teeny tiny toys, and you put a quarter in. And you got to collect them all, and there's shown people that have like huge collections of all these teeny tiny toys that they've collected from these giant gumball machines. They love some really cool stuff, but some of it's really kind of weird. Alright, so here's an interesting part in this drawing doodle I'm doing. It started to look kind of Indian, like Indian with the feather, not Indian with the dot. And so I tried to draw like this Indian face, like this is a headpiece or something to this face. And I drew it, and I didn't want to draw an eye like exact or anything, because it's got to be stitched, and I don't know if that would work. But yeah, so I started drawing this face, and then it's like, well, now I gotta draw a head thing, and I kind of want to get finished with this, so I kind of went Aztec with it, because they have smaller head pieces. And I'm trying to think of some interesting Aztec stuff, and I think, I have no idea. But I like the idea of Aztec art. So when I'm done with this, I am going to do a little bit of research online and look at some hieroglyphs from the Amazon. I don't know where the Aztec temples are or anything, but yeah, I'm going to check out some of the artwork, get some ideas, because I would really like my next drawing to be very Aztec-y-ish kind of doodle. So as long as I've got some of those interesting line drawings and hieroglyphs plugged into the old brain, I could probably spit something out that is pretty freaking cool. Because so far this one, I don't really like it, even though I keep drawing and I keep thinking that the more I draw, the better it will look. But I just really don't like it. But I have learned through experience that just because I don't like it, it's something that I wouldn't like frame or anything and hang up. If I throw it away, somebody will grab it and frame it. And just, oh my god, I love this, it's so amazing. That happens to me all the time. So yeah, I'll hold on to it. They might like it. I don't know why they wouldn't. I don't like it. But I'm also the one drawing it. Most of the stuff I draw, I end up like, it's alright, it's not that great. But who knows? it might look good on a ball cap or on the pocket of a shirt. I don't know. It's so weird. And back to Japanimology. One of the things I learned off of that show, which I thought was fantastically interesting, when you go to the little villages and stuff out in Japan, once a year, like at the end of winter, entire villages, just of their own fruition, they all get together with ladders and they go into the forest and they climb the pine trees, like all the way to the top, and they trim them and make them look like giant bonsai trees. Everybody, they're all climbing up in the trees in the forest. The forest. They're not out there looking at them or anything, but they want all of their pine trees to look pristine and beautiful all the time. So they all climb these trees as the whole society goes out there, and they just groom them up and make their whole forest look amazing. Which is really nice. I like that they do that they're very communal. They all get together. They're not getting paid for it. They don't have to do it, but they all do it all the time. And they love it. Maybe one day I'll visit Japan, if that's allowed. I don't know if we're allowed to go to Japan. It's China we're not allowed to go to because they've all got pneumonia. That's the place that's locked down. Yeah, Japan would be fun. I mean, they all kind of look the same too. And they do some weird things. The people over there, they love living in little teeny tiny spaces. And just, there's people there that just live in cubicles. They have places where you can go play on a computer for an hour or something, and they just rent the whole box out. It's just a little cubicle, and they put a pillow in there, and they just kind of live in there. Which I don't think I could handle living in a cubicle. I mean, I don't mind tiny spaces, but that's a little claustrophobic for me. I'm a big guy. So I'm trying to wrap up this picture because I can't get too detailed or too like into it or big because it's got to fit on a shirt. And even though it's about the size of my fist, it's probably going to get shrunk down a little bit. So I'm starting to think maybe I did the lines a little too tight, especially if you got to shrink it down. So next one, I'll make the lines a little further apart so it can be shrunk down and look good as a stitch. I can't wait to do that. I just really want to see what it looks like all stitched on a shirt, and I'll wear it with pride. That'll be my pride and joy. And I'm sure once I start wearing it, everybody's going to want one. I'm going to make tons of money or something. Who knows? The internet's weird. So here's an off-topic question that just popped into my head right now. When you're listening to music, I do this a lot. Like, especially when I'm by myself, just got my headphones on, relaxing, listening to good music. I'll start dancing in my head. And I'm surprisingly really good at the dances that I'm doing in my head. I'm really shaking a leg. But in real life, you know, I totally can barely tap my foot. But in my brain, in my imagination, I do a really good job dancing. Anybody else do that? Or are you the type of people that when you listen to music, you kind of fantasize that you're on stage, you're the one singing, getting all the attention? A lot of people do that too. That's fun. Does music give you goosebumps? There's a name for that, and it doesn't do that to everybody. But certain songs, when the person like belts out a note just long and clean and smooth, that will give me goosebumps. That's really good, and that takes a lot of talent and a lot of practice. And I don't know anybody that can do that, except for Adele. She's really good at it. I'm kind of coming to the end of this. I've got to stop drawing really soon. So I'm trying to just close it up and give it some balance. It looks like it needs something here, something dark, and like up top around the head, something has to go there, is what I'm thinking already while drawing that part. I'm already looking at that. It's like something has to go there. It's off balance. It looks like it's about to float away or something. So I'm just gonna go up there in a half second and color a line in or something. Doesn't matter what it is. Just color something in, make it darker. Well, I don't know. that one is gonna be a winner. I don't think I like it that much. But who knows? We'll see. I'll do some more. And until next time, same bat time, same bat channel. No rules. Tune in or tune out. Good to see you guys again.